Nice.
Anyway,
So, shall we begin?
hopefully.
Yes. Would anybody like to give a summary, or should I?
I got summaries, but you can go if you'd like.
I mean, go ahead. I'm just sort of reinterpreting my notes.
Well, I've been journaling, or rather, Emily has been journaling, rather like obsessively.
Well, yes, but that is Emily.
Well, I also have a Google Doc, which is all of her notes that I've been sending to Raw Church.
You sent your notes to the DM?
Why would...
You mad lad.
Betrayal.
Power.
Anywho, last session, at least from Emily's perspective, was an ass ton of scribing because Raquette decided not to go swimming with me, which was sad. We took 2 jobs leading us down south. The first was tracking some sort of animal that we have no leads on, which that's obviously going to be super easy. Second job is looking for a fellow who is being hunted by mage hunters. We also have no leads on that, but hey, it pays well, so we accepted it. The woman who offered us the job is, I don't remember her name, but I remember her being like a roboticist of sort, which is interesting, and I'd like to talk to her when we have a free second.
That was...
Do not remember that character's name, though.
Yadvik.
Yodvic?
Yadvik, I think. Is that right?
It doesn't really matter, but I like that.
You don't want me to befriend your NPCs? God.
Wow, I was...
well, the
neither of
spelling
us
doesn't
right.
Yeah, the name matters, but not the spelling.
Alright, so we came to a checkpoint after about a week, and the party entirely wanted me to sneak around with all their magic items, which is madness.
I didn't have any magic items.
I'm not
Fool!
a stealthy character. But, despite rolling a 5, I just somehow got around. While camping that night...
Because the rolled 2 ones.
Yup, because I'm terrible at stealth. Mostly because I'm currently at my medium load. Camping that night, I believe it was Raquette who was on guard that night, was ambushed by some sort of, insect seagull, was the description we came up with. We don't know what the hell it was, and it got away. We then had a big, long discussion about morality, and Emily has now decided this must be rectified immediately. The next morning, we found a caravan. It was attacked and destroyed. We buried the bodies, tracked the monsters to a cave. We tried to smoke it out. We tried to lure it out. Got nothing. Went inside, found these weird-ass eggs, which burst into monsters and acid. A whole bunch of them. And that escalated, as it were.
Yes. Escalated. Super understatement.
Escalated. I'm currently at 0 hit points and or 6 hit points.
Well, you're at 6, aren't you? Because you were.
I'm at 6 right now, yes. Probably still laying on the ground.
That's still higher than the rest of the party.
Mm-hmm.
For allowing.
Actually, what is
over here?
Raquette at? Just out of curiosity.
3.
You were that close?
I never downed. I just had 3 health.
So what I'm hearing is Emily has 50% of the party's total HP currently.
Wonderful.
The wizard.
The wizard has... So we have a 3 health, a 2 health, a 1 health, and a 6 health. We have 12 health among 4 people.
Well, then perhaps we may wish to consider resting so our priest can regain his spell slots.
Yeah. And also just...
Scrolling
Preferably
up,
not in this cave.
Yes.
Scrolling up, I think I still have a infernal healing.
Well, then use it for God's sake.
But on who? Who's on the 1 HP?
That would be me.
I believe it's that guy.
Mordred.
Just don't bother saying names. Just keep saying.
No. You know that guy.
The guy
I
whose
can't
toes
remember.
got ripped off last session.
Well, there you go.
Mm.
You got
Such power. Such power. There we go.
Now,
I feel better.
how about we clear out these eggs and find a place to rest?
So you're casting Infernal Healing on Mordred?
Yeah.
I am free once more. Okay. Cool.
Okay, Sargaplex.
After a millennia, I am I'm free.
All it required was having a regular person cast a first level spell on me.
I really don't like the idea of healing people with unholy water, but we don't really have a choice in the matter right now.
It could be devil blood.
That doesn't make it better.
I feel great.
But like to get devil blood, you probably had to kill a devil. So
I mean, no, might donate it.
Oh,
What if there's
devil-
infernal blood banks? What do you know?
So
You think a
you're
devil's
saying
gonna
you use
tell me
demon
for blood?
jizz on him?
Well, that's the same as jizz. They can
It
totally.
actually specifically states either fiend's blood or unholy water.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, we're all in the darkness.
Oh yeah.
So are we resting, or do you want to keep blasting these eggs?
Well, like the leeches weren't that bad, or the worms. It was more the big boys.
This is
Like
true.
if we take it slow, we can deal with them.
By all
Yes.
means. You want to keep smashing them? By all means. I'm out of spells myself.
So just shoot them with a crossbow.
Yes, my +1 to hit crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awfully mechanically specific of you.
Yeah.
Also, I'm relatively sure that those 2 eggs already burst.
Oh yeah, probably 8.
Well, considering we're standing next to them.
Well, yeah, but like earlier, this is the one that was Commando or
Was
Red
it
Beret,
Green
one-
Beret.
Green Beret. Because like, there's no way for you to get through there without triggering that.
God, if only we had burning hands with a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, if only literally anyone had like acid resist 3.
I do.
Sadly.
I don't even have fire resistance.
Somebody
What,
traded away their racial traits.
Yeah.
I mean, that being said, I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna start shooting things, So start with
Understandable.
Where's Ray of Frost? God, there it is. Bam.
Where is Ray of Frost God? Why are you so silent?
Why do you
Alright.
frustrate me?
Lamicus.
I'm wondering, maybe there's a way to speed up this process.
Just roll
Um,
20 rays of frost.
Can we just say we blast them all?
Like at this point, I don't really think you guys could fail.
Wonderful.
So can we just blast them all?
Yeah, I'm good with saying like you guys just spend the next hour killing the worms.
Yeah.
There we go.
Killing the worms, cleaning out, and making sure there's no like hidden third one that's like, oh, I'm just on the ceiling.
That
Yeah.
would be bad.
Is this like a merchant corpse or is this like an
Hmm.
adventure corpse?
It's a merchant corpse.
Like,
So probably nothing too valuable on them.
About probably like 4 gold, let's say.
Wow,
1
4
gold apiece.
Yeah.
Sure.
you go.
Okay.
Wow,
Can
now
we
I have
please rest for now?
543 gold. Do we really want to rest in the bug cave?
I said outside the bug cave. Preferably next to that log that I made smell like beef jerky.
It wasn't a raw steak.
I can change it if need be.
I'd prefer beef jerky.
We could
Jerky
go
it
back to the
is.
merchant. We could go
Man.
back to the merchant carriage.
Yes, let's rest next to the rest next to the dead.
Yeah.
So where are
We
you gonna?
buried them.
Exactly.
Where do you, in towns, where do you think they bury the dead?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Resting next to the dead is a good idea.
Unless they attract ghouls. Who's still hurting? Because I got a
Everyone.
heal for you
Everybody.
Everybody.
before we rest.
Well, like as long as we rest,
Who
Like,
is
I
at
can-
2 or lower?
no one.
Who is at 3 or lower?
I'm at 3.
Okay, I'm gonna
You're
give
at
this to
2.
you.
Rakat's at 3. Emily's at 6. I am.
You've got 10 to what you had.
Yes, I am currently at 11.
I'm not gonna
I
heal
think.
myself.
I think 1 heal and 1 heal each, and we probably should be relatively road fit.
So did you?
Yes, it rolls in the thing, but doesn't highlight it in the color. It's 6 healing.
Different
Yeah, no,
spells are
it's mo-
different.
It's more the formula looks confusing as fuck.
It's just 1d6 plus 1 cast level max 5.
So when you're level 5, it'll do 1d8 plus 5.
Yeah, but if you're level 6, it'll do 1d8 plus 5.
Can I take out the spell resistance thing
Uh,
or
You
the
take out the
saving
spell
throw thing?
failure thing.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that
I don't
is
see
the spell
that as an
resist-
option.
Is the spell resistance not because if you cast Cure Light Wounds on an undead, it does damage instead?
Yeah,
well,
basically.
it also has a will save, but at the same time, spell resistance applies to everything. Um,
Not
so, like,
necessarily.
specifically the rules are even an ally's spell is going to be affected by spell resistance, but you can lower your spell resistance as a move action, I think.
Yeah, but not every spell is spell resistance.
Oh yeah,
Like,
not every spell is spell resistance, but
Mm.
spell resistance does apply even to ally spells,
Yep.
Okay.
which is
Just
why
wanna
it's
take
not
out
like
the-
universally great.
Well,
I
it does say an undead creature can apply so spell resistance. It doesn't say living creatures can apply spell resistance.
Let's worry
Um,
about this when one of
yeah.
us gets spell resistance and not right now.
I was just trying to
Can
get rid of
anybody
the
even
description.
get spell resistance?
I think the only class I can think of off the top of my head with my limited knowledge is barbarians who get it.
There's a few
Uh,
spells that give you spell resistance and magical items.
Yeah, there's an armor enchantment, and I think Drow get it, and Changelings get it.
Well, aren't Drow like the big busted race that have like? so many
You have to
big-
take feats for it, but it's more that the Drow noble is super busted because you get basically all their racial feats.
without
at
light
first level.
sensitivity, is it?
Oh, I will be playing a Drow Noble when I die.
Yes, the 40 RP race.
I don't know what that means, so yes. The 40
Race
RP
points.
Anyway, would you guys like to
Yeah.
help me set up some bedrolls and some tent? Do we want to
No
get a
problem.
fire going? Because not everyone here can see in the dark.
Ha, noobs.
Wait, actually, every time it gets brought up, who can't see in the dark?
Raise his hand.
Are you the only one?
I think
I'm-
everyone but Rakat.
No, I can see in the dark.
I'm pretty sure it's just Emily.
Oh, you guys
No.
discriminate against humans, do you?
What do you
Oliver
think I
can't
look
see in the
like?
dark, I don't think.
Well, I mean, we both have light. The people that
Oh.
can't see in the dark have light spells.
Oh, yeah. It's just the case of who doesn't actively have dark vision, or
Yes,
like
everyone
something
but
similar.
me.
These two humans, these three humans.
Are you actually all humans?
That's what you think, yes.
Oh,
So
Well,
is
you
that
are
we don't
Aphmar.
want to make a fire to start cooking everything?
No, I think it is probably a good idea. Who has a? Is there a spell to start a fire?
I can shoot a flame.
I snap my finger and spark.
Oh,
Problem
yeah,
solved.
that's pretty easy.
Cool.
Well then, let's prepare then.
so
where
is
do we want to put
the
them?
is the music bugging out for you guys, or is it?
Yes.
It is.
I'm muting the
I
music
can
'cause
hear
I'm
it.
live.
But like
Yeah,
Good
low.
to me.
It keeps skipping it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe it was that song. If it keeps fucking up like that, I'll just stop it.
No,
Anyway.
it sounds good now.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do that one.
By the way, I wanted to message you guys. I'm gonna change my voice
Go ahead.
because I can't do that one. I was trying it. I just can't. I just can't do it.
That's
I
all right.
mean, I was briefly considering to do like a Batman voice, and then realized I didn't want to murder
Rachel.
my throat. Not like a Batman voice, but like my name is X and Y. Nice to meet
So you
you.
wanted to be Edge McEdgelord.
Well, no, but like it would have been funny.
Emily's voice is literally just my impression of my sister, so.
Yeah. No,
This
I
is
just
my
talk.
new voice for Oliver.
Okay,
I am
Well,
the
definitely-
symbol of unbridled capitalism. Ha ha.
We'll definitely know when you're talking.
Come on, guys, let's build this fire, get these tents set up, and we'll just head. Who's taking first watch?
On the subject of unbridled capitalism, Raquette, do you have a minute?
I guess if I'm not on first watch, yeah.
Oh, do you want to watch? If no, not a big deal.
Well, like I can see in the dark, so I'm probably best getting the darkest watch.
Is the darkest?
Well,
So it's
I mean,
darkest
right
before
now.
dawn.
the first and the last watches tend to be the easiest. So
Because first you don't sleep, and then you just get 6 hours of straight sleep.
yeah,
Last one you get 6 hours of straight sleep, and then you're just awake for an extra 2 hours.
yeah, but also it's dusk and dawn respectively.
So first and last.
First and last tend to be the easiest, and also the least dark. So probably the people who raised their hand saying they didn't have dark vision should.
Ooh, I'll take last. I can
Yeah.
make coffee before.
I mean, we had the order previously of Emily, Mordred, Rakat, and Oliver.
Yeah.
If we want to stick to that, yeah, that should be our standard.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to speak to you, Rakat, before you went to bed.
1 second.
Oh, yes, what is it?
Something.
I couldn't help but notice you've been using your spell book.
Yes, it does come in handy every now and then.
Do you have a particular school in mind that you studied under? Because I'd like to. I don't know how best to say this. I've never really done this outside with my mom, but do you mind if I copy your homework?
Well, I was never particularly taught in a particular school. It was always just whatever spell was useful. But sure,
I'd be
guess.
happy to compare notes with you.
Might as well expand my repertoire.
Because I want that infernal healing spell you have.
Were you not criticizing it the other day?
I am, yes, but we're
2
kinda
hours ago.
desperate right now.
Pragmatism is a very important part of life.
Emily's middle name is Pragmatism.
So
Emily
yeah,
Pragmatism Dawnblade.
There you
Mhm.
go.
Oh, roll off the tongue, does it?
So do you want me to just send like a screenshot of what
Do
my
you have
spells
any
are?
I'm gonna kind of ask what spells you have in your spell book.
I'm pretty sure like mages and wizards can just copy any of them, right?
There's a few mages and wizard specific spells that you can't copy over, I think.
I don't think Magus actually has their own spell
Do they?
list.
Mages
think
have
they-
their own spell list.
Well, yeah, but like, is it just they can pick from? No, they do actually have their own spell list.
It's wizards and sorcerers who share them, is it not?
Yeah,
but like,
I have a single wizard exclusive spell, but I think the rest of them are multi.
yeah, but it's like the case of like there are some classes where it's like take a spell from the druid or the cleric spell list.
No,
See,
mages
I-
have their own list.
Yeah.
I think there's
It's
some
just-
overlap.
Oh, there's a lot of overlap. Oh
I think
my
it's just-
god!
It just says like you can put either wizard or mage spells into your. You just can learn spells from a wizard spell book, just as a wizard can from a mage spell book. Spells must be on the mage spell list as normal. Okay, so I can't have wizard spells,
Because
which
otherwise
means I
you
can't
would.
get mending.
Oh, I'll prepare it for tomorrow.
Mending?
Yeah, because mending isn't in the mage spell list; it's only in the wizard spell list.
And apparently the cleric.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a goblin, are you? I had no idea.
What do you mean a goblin?
Mudball. This is,
Oh, I
this
do
is a
have
goblin
Mudball, yeah.
spell, is it not?
It's on the mage. I was taught it. It wasn't too
Did a goblin
particularly hard.
teach you it?
Not particularly. I think maybe they taught my
Weird.
teacher it.
That's different. Where I come from, this sort of thing is goblin exclusive.
yeah.
I'm not metagaming at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just wait until he gets Mud Buddy, and then you're like,
Well, it's on the major spell list, so that's all that matters.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend what's it called? I'm gonna. How long does it take to copy a spell? An hour?
hour per level?
It's,
Is it an
there's
hour?
a there's a DC for it, is there not?
There's something.
Let me look it up real quick.
Wizard.
Adding spells to a spell book.
'Cause I kinda
Uh,
wanna steal all your
Okay, here we go.
spells.
So a wizard can add a spell to his book whenever he encounters one on a magic scroll or another wizard's spell book. So no matter what the spell, the wizard must first decipher the magical writing. Next, he must spend 1 hour studying the spell. At the end of the hour, you must make a spellcraft check of 15 plus the spell's level.
So it's an hour per spell.
Yeah, it's not dependent on level. The level of the
Mhm.
spell just increases the difficulty of the check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's gonna be 6 hours basically. If I want to copy 6 spells out of your book.
And it
Yeah,
doesn't cost any
basically, yeah.
money?
It costs a shit ton of money. I spent all of my money on scribing components. This is where the majority of my money is going.
Writing a new spell into a spellbook.
It costs there's a set amount depending on the set level.
The cost of writing a spell in a spellbook depends on spells. Table spell writing and costs. It
Yep.
is 5 gold pieces for cantrip, 10 for first level, 40 for a second, 90 for a third, etc., etc.
It's 10 gold per first level spell.
Yeah, it's actually basically just the number of the spell squared times 10.
So
Okay.
That literally is the formula.
You can come back. Sorry, come back. Fuck. You can copy cantrips.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You
Welcome
can't do that
to
in
not
fifth
5th edition, where
Like-
moving inside a threatened area provokes.
like, if you could are you not meant to know all of the cantrips at level 1?
Yeah, I know all. You're supposed to know every cantrip.
Yeah.
So then you can't really copy cantrips considering they're not on your spell list.
Yeah, you should already know all the Magus cantrips.
Yeah. So there's no way I can get a 0 level spell.
Yeah,
from,
but
anything.
if another like class, maybe like the Arcanist, doesn't have all of the cantrips.
I do.
But Arcanist.
Yeah, I'm an Arcanist.
You're an Arcanist?
Yes,
Thought you were a wizard.
I am.
Say your arcanine.
Yes.
Arcanine.
What?
The
Because
answer
I
is
know
yes to
there's-
both.
Which one? I was like,
We're gonna get into the semantics of which classes don't
Anyway,
get all their
Emily-
Okay.
spells.
We're
Emily
done.
would like to spend 6 hours copying spells out of Raket's spellbook, and she will offer her own book to Raket if he wishes to do the same.
Well, I can only copy level 1 spells, so I'll actually have to see which ones overlap. I don't think I get Summon Monster for one.
I think
Yeah,
you can
well-
copy most of them other than Summon Monster and Orb of Acid.
Yeah, I do get Mount, apparently.
You're gonna be fatigued if you spend 6 hours overnight doing that.
I don't
Yeah.
mind. Fatigued isn't a big
No.
deal
it
for
could
me.
be an hour at a time, like a couple hours before watch, and like a couple hours in the morning.
Yeah, I could do it in
I
that
think
way.
more than likely I can only learn like 2, so I'm only gonna learn 2 while I'm on my watch.
Okay.
Right, so let's do the rolls then for the first one. It'll be Infernal Healing.
Alright, can I just take 10 on my spellcraft checks so I'm not in danger?
I guess. Yeah, you can probably take 10.
Yeah, copy Magic Missile and Featherfall.
Well, if I take 10, that's a 19.
Well, then it's gonna work.
Emily
Guess
is
so.
good at writing shit. She's not good at many things, but this is one of the things she's good at.
All that
Crazy.
scroll writing.
So then I have to do it twice, is it? Oh no, there's a dragon.
Emily, do you have UMD by the way?
Absolutely.
Okay, second. I was just hoping someone in our party had that.
Use magic device is a favorite skill.
I lost my use magic devices as a class skill, sadly. For perception.
Oh, which version of Snowball are we using? Because they nerfed it.
So I just copied the first one down, which is
Okay.
the spell deals 1d6 points of cold damage per caster level up to 5d6, and the target has to take a fortitude saving throw or be staggered.
Okay,
round.
so original Snowball. Alright.
Sounds good.
Fucking using a snowball.
Well, so then do I have to do a roll to copy stuff as well then?
You should
I
be
mean,
able
if
to
you
take
take-
10.
if you take 10 and have like one skill rank in it, then
If you have +6, then you can take 10.
Well, I have +8 in spellcraft.
Okay.
Oh, well,
yeah.
That
then you
means
can
you
take
fail
it.
on a -2.
So you'll be fine.
I'll just drag them over if I can.
-2.
Magic missile.
Magic missile. Such
And-
power. That moment when you're like, oh wait, there's like an entire party of people with spell books, and I can just copy everybody else's homework.
See,
Wizard powers.
I thought it was like Magus and Wizard had like they could use each other's spells. Then it'd be a lot more busted. But nah.
I mean, you go Magus, Arcanist, Wizard, and you have a pretty decent array of casters, and they all just copy each other's homework.
because spell books are broken,
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they're just good. They're not busted.
Hey man,
then what-
clerics get all their spells for free, and they don't need to worry about friggin' spell books.
But the spells are arguably not always as good.
I know a lot of people who would disagree with you there.
Okay, let me rephrase. They have some really good spells, and they have a lot of really good spells.
Oh, I have a question about one of my spells actually.
All right.
So I have Fervor now, right?
Yep.
It says that I can cast as a swift action any spell that has a casting time of 1 round. Not
Yeah.
That's not one action, right?
What do you mean?
Yeah,
Because-
one round. So like you could cast anything that isn't like a summon monster spell.
Yeah, chances are you'll be able to cast pretty much anything.
Yes, I think the only spell that's a 1 round that you really give a shit about is Enlarge Person, but I don't think that's on your list.
I
I
can
know it's
enlarge you,
not.
don't worry.
Yeah, basically,
If it's 1 round, then even then you don't have to worry, right?
But like summon monster is 1 round,
yes.
so I
Yeah.
could do that.
Yep.
That's nuts. Okay.
Well, like
Fervor is
isn't a full
Uh,
round just so you could do it in one turn, just as long as you don't move, you don't attack, you don't use a
It comes
swift
in at the
action.
start of your next turn.
Yeah, so Fervor is going to make it happen as a swift action. So
yeah.
I always
That's pretty
I always
good.
thought with summon monster, you could do it in the round you cast it, but the thing doesn't get an action until after your next round.
This is not Magic the Gathering, sadly.
No,
Ooh.
no summoning sickness. Although when casting this way, the spell can only target the War Priest.
Oh,
You can't cast summon
You-
monster on yourself. That's not how that works.
Yeah,
okay. That's fair.
yeah. Or like, if you really wanted to be ill-advised, I cast like I don't know, Scorching Ray.
On myself.
Yeah,
Crawling
mean,
in my
if
skin,
I can
these
get-
wounds they will not heal.
If I can
Yeah.
get a ring that like swaps fire damage for healing, yeah, why not?
yeah.
maybe.
That might not be terrible.
Well, like I can heal from fire damage as well.
There
Yeah,
you
there's
go.
also the like if you took a feat. Actually, no, that's the thing you can do.
There
The
was
Phoenix Bloodline for sorcerer.
yeah, there was an exploit with Phoenix Sorcerers where you could like spam cantrips and heal yourself forever.
Yeah,
Is that
But,
why there's
like-
no fire damage cantrip?
probably.
So which spell is it that gives you 100 armor class?
I was thinking while we're writing them in there, I might add mine just for future. So bring that dragon on, by the way.
Oh shit, I deleted him. Oh well.
He's
out there.
Don't tempt fate, guys. Don't tempt
Ah
fate.
shit, I can't copy Deadeye's Arrow because that's a Magus only spell.
Haha.
Of my goose only.
To be fair, it's not very good damage wise because it doesn't even scale like level 2 cast you. It's 2d6. It's actually just 1d6 plus 2 instead of 1d6 plus 1.
Yep.
Like it's not an amazing spell. It's a ranged attack, so it works. With me.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
If-
it's gonna
if-
take me like 10 minutes to finish copying down these spells, so you don't need to wait for me.
Right. Was there any other business that anyone wanted to attend to?
I'd like to like fix my gun.
Oh yeah, definitely go for it.
I don't
That's
think I have to roll for it because of gunsmithing, do I?
Gunsmithing says you can repair a gun.
yeah. I think you can just do it.
No, craft it.
And craft check.
You
Yeah, it
can
doesn't.
create
doesn't
and
seem-
restore firearms without craft check.
With an hour's worth of work, you can use this feat to repair a single firearm with the broken condition. You can take time during a rest period to restore the broken firearm with this feat. So sounds like you don't have to even roll anything.
Wow, you're
Yep.
very talented. You can restore a gun with your feet.
Yep.
Ta-da.
No, no, it's back.
That's kind of cute, actually, when it just poked its head in.
It's gonna fucking kill
Alright,
us
and
all.
I'm gonna spend 50 gold on scribing components.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ugh.
grab my lunch.
Any of the other two nerds want to do anything?
The other two nerds. Are you referring to the general party or the people with the spell books?
The other two nerds who haven't copied spells or repaired anything or done anything else.
No, I'm good.
Anything? I just healed your ass.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have anything to do for the night.
Bite. So this is before, like the 2 hours is before watch. Yes.
Yeah.
Would you say it would be possible for Mordred to make a survival check to maybe see if there's something scavengeable in the local area?
Scavengeable in terms of food or
Yeah, scavengeable in terms of food.
Okay, well, roll a survival.
There's literally a dead horse right there.
Okay, but it's a dead horse that's probably started rotting.
Yeah, it's been there a
Are
little
you guys worrying about food?
Well, no, it's just a case of no need to.
while. Oh well,
you-
you find a cornucopia of roots and edible plants and a few berries and things like that.
Alright, I'm gonna mute
And
my
I'm
mic
pretty
while
sure
I'm-
nothing's poisonous.
I'm gonna mute
Yeah,
my
you-
mic while
you,
I'm eating.
With the survival of that, you're confident that these common plants are not poisonous.
It's like packs of fruit roll-ups.
Hey
So,
guys, I found these.
This isn't suspicious.
They're all rainbows colored.
While he's
Oh,
out
there's a-
and about doing that, can I like examine the horse? Like I know we found out kind of how these things lay their eggs in like a cave and they bring food to it, but I just want to make sure.
There's no eggs in the horse's chest cavity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, after a quick sweep, you do not find any eggs inside the horse.
Okay. Cool. Then I set up my tent.
All right. So everyone's business concluded.
You sure you don't want to take a really extensive sweep? Like, really get in there?
I do. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take Emily by the back of her shirt and jam her up into the ribcage as far as I can.
God damn
So
it,
she
not
can
again.
Well, I mean, look, if we don't have bedrolls, there's always it's a viable solution.
Why does this keep happening to me?
That'll
Oh,
keep
there is
you
a-
warm.
There is a carriage right there you could just sleep on.
Actually, we could like overturn. I mean, I know we got tents. Fuck it. No, I'm just gonna fucking set up my tent.
All right. So tents set up. Shall we begin the watches? Who's up first?
Was it Emily, wasn't it?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Alright, I have Yeehaw at my side, which gives me a 17 on perception.
All right. You perceive nothing unusual. All seems quiet on this night.
Wonderful. I go to bed with my Skittles. What everyone found for dinner.
No, it is. I assume it's a variety of. Probably not meat, right?
No, like mostly edible plants and berries and one KFC
vegan
bucket
berry.
family meal that you found in a bush.
Alright, I'll take a family meal.
Found a steak bush. Grows steaks.
Yeah, so little things like that you might expect to find in a forest.
Mhm.
So basically, the rest of the night is going to pass without incident for everyone.
For everyone.
For
Emily
everyone.
rolled high enough that it
Dicks.
just.
Well, it's not her perception that did it, but
It's more that there's nothing in the area.
I had such a good plan.
Agreed.
Now we're all nice and awake. We've
Yeah,
learned
it's
some
funny.
new spells. We're all level up. And because of that, I'm gonna cast Infernal Healing 3 times.
So,
Have you all got rolled your HP?
Oh.
So we all heal 2. Yes?
Do we? Oh yeah, 'cause we're level 2.
Yes, we heal 1 HP per hit dice.
Yeah, you all heal 2 naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Do we also
So-
get our new additional hit points, or do we have to?
And you will get your you can get your new hit points like you don't need to heal up to your new hit points,
Oh cool, I'm at max HP then.
Yeah.
Anybody not on max HP?
Myself, but I'll be
13.
fine.
I'm about at half.
Okay, then you can
So-
have Infernal Healing. There you go.
Oh my god.
You get a healing. You get a healing.
You
Okay.
get Satan's blessing. You get Satan's blessing. Everybody gets Satan's blessing.
Did any numbers show up on that for anyone else?
It doesn't have
No.
a number. It's just 10 out of combat, isn't it? And then if it's in combat, it's 1 per round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
fast healing 1 for a minute versus celestial healing, which is 1 fast healing per 1 round every 2 caster levels.
Is Celestial Healing better?
No,
Not at
it's
low level.
objectively worse.
Uh,
At
He
level
doesn't look-
20, it's the same.
Oh, well, there you go.
he
It's a
doesn't
good
look like
thing
he's
I was
at
an
all
Edge Lord, right?
Yeah, good thing. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna be right back.
No problem. Is it actually? I think it might be that it's the same at level 10, but doesn't scale past.
Let's see. It gives unite the wounded creature with blood and outsider with a good subtype, such as Angel or Holy Water, giving it fast healing. Target radiates your of a good creature during spell and consents the righteousness of the magic. If the
Yeah,
target
it's-
has its own evil, or this is not suppressed by slash healing. So it's just fast healing 1 still.
It's fast healing 1 for 1 round every 2 levels.
Oh, that's
So it's at level 1 and 2, it's 1 healing. At level 20, it's the same as Infernal Healing.
and Infernal Healing's duration 1 minute.
Yeah, it's the reason why Celestial Healing is like,
Garbage.
yeah. Like, 10 healing for a first level spell is pretty good. In some ways, it's like not as good as just 10 healing up front instead of 1 healing per turn for 10 minutes, but or 10 rounds. But
Okay, I'm back.
It's
Jack,
good
do it
out of
again.
combat.
that's a good out of combat, but it's not game breaking. Celestial Healing, on the other hand, is trash.
Yeah.
Well, I think the point is that Infernal Healing is an evil spell, and evil spells
Yes.
are supposed to be more powerful than good line spells. Though,
Generally
don't
speaking,
you guys
yeah.
not have a Satan in this universe? I heard something about that. Didn't all of your gods
Yeah.
leave?
They pieced out.
Yeah, so
I don't
how
think
do
anybody
you
knows
know
that,
what
do they?
Infernals are?
Lore wise, people don't know the gods have pieced out. Do they?
Yeah, they definitely do, because gods used to, like
Be around.
affect the world and be around and answer prayers and questions and stuff like that, and directly intervene.
And now they stopped picking up the phone.
Exactly.
They
So yeah,
might not have pieced out, but they're definitely not around.
God is dead and we killed him.
No. God is alive. He's just tired of our shit.
But yeah, no, we don't have a Satan. Our gods have fucked off.
probably used too much infernal healing, to be honest.
Yeah. He's just like, God, these fucking. Why don't they use
draining
my
me dry.
great first level spell? Why is everybody using Infernal Healing instead? This is bullshit. I'm leaving.
Got salty.
Yeah.
So if anyone has 10 HP they need, you get an Infernal Healing.
I'm good. I'm missing 6, but I'll be fine.
Well, yeah, but that 6 could be the difference between life and death.
Yes, it could be. Or
I've already
10
prepared
HPs.
this spell 3 times.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If I need it because I've taken damage later, that 4 HP might come in handy.
Like, how far away are we from the cove?
Let's put it out about maybe a little under a week, 5 days maybe.
So most likely we're not going to do anything in the area. We're just going to move on, travel. So
Yeah, we might get, come across other creatures, but
you're not likely to
Unlikely.
get damaged.
possible, but unlikely, yes.
So you don't want the healing?
I will be fine.
Emily, do you need the healing?
She
I'm
does need the
fine.
power of Jesus.
I'm fine, to be quite honest. I'm more asking, do you guys even have a concept of Satan, since your gods left? Because as far as I'm aware, morality doesn't exist here.
You don't need a god to have morality.
This is true.
Your cleric here might disagree.
Don't.
Well, like he's
I've-
neutral.
I've met many people who follow the gods, despite their absence, and I question their morals.
You don't follow the gods?
Of course I do.
And so what's your opinion on all of this god-leaving business?
Been this way all my life. I've never spoken to mine, but I know at one point they did exist, and I know that in some way I can channel their presence. So I think there's still hope.
Well, at least some people here still have hope. That's a good thing.
Why do you need a god to help manage your world?
You don't, but it helps a lot.
Does it though?
Mm.
Gods are on both sides of the coin, good and evil.
You'd be surprised.
Oh, well, I say we
for
get on
one,
our
am
way.
Therefore, I'm grateful for our godly overlords leaving.
There are many differing opinions. I am personally rather apathetic towards it, but if it is what brings you hope, then I will not deny you that. Now, what are we doing with this card?
Oh, we don't have a horse.
Do we just want to take things and leave it on the side of the road then?
Imagine we stripped pieces of it and used it as firewood the night before, but
Probably. I mean, there's probably dead trees around or whatever, but
there's one right beside us, yeah.
yes. Burn the
Like,
forest down. Wait,
even
I
with
live in
its
California,
wheels,
so I think we can that.
Even if it has wheels, I doubt we can push it along.
Yeah. It's very much the case of do we just want to take some stuff from it?
Like, if only I had the mount spell, and then we could just summon a horse.
No. It's like, wait, that's a thing? Shit, that's a thing. No. Thank
Okay,
goodness
we can
I'm
summon
not a
the horses.
caster. I don't have to think about that shit. Okay, so off we go into the wild blue yonder then.
Yeah, we've already looted the cart and the corpses, so we're such great heroes, aren't we?
So
Who
far,
said we were heroes?
Hmm. Enterprising individuals is a more apt description, and I would actively avoid being such a self-aggrandizing ideologue.
Well said.
So you don't like the term hero. Good to know.
Okay. Hold up a second. Doing some stuff here. Okay, so you begin your travels, and you keep going south. You end up passing a. Hold on. Just trying to get some. Okay, so as you continue traveling, there's less and less signs of civilization, and eventually you enter a forest that is covered in dense fog after maybe 3 days of traveling.
3 days of traveling. Is that 3 long rests?
Yep, 3 long rests.
Everybody heal. 6.
Assuming you weren't full health.
Yes, assuming you weren't full health. Even
Hell
if you were full health, add 6. No, that's not how that works.
Woohoo! I
10
like this.
HP,
Does this
woo.
raise the roof? All right.
Uh,
Oh, I don't like this polygon reveal. Oh no, there's spooky stuff here, guys.
You don't like that?
No,
I just
you-
learned the polygon reveal tool, so
it's pretty good.
no, you did a good job. It just means there's stuff that we can't see.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is too reminiscent of dynamic lighting.
You don't like dynamic lighting?
I think it's cool, but I also think it causes everybody to lag the shit out.
Yeah.
I've had good experiences with it.
I've had good and bad, so I am
See,
hesitant.
I don't mind it. I just think it's best for mazes. Because otherwise, the DM has a hard time trying to like reveal places in a maze.
Yeah.
all
You
right.
don't want...
So as you travel forth, eventually a man comes out in front of you on the road. He's dressed in somewhat ragged clothes, but you can tell he's armed with a bow. And he says, "Hail, friend or foe?"
Depends. Who are you?
"Oh, just a traveler along the road, but dangerous times.
Well,
Oh,
what
just
travelers
being.
do.
Where are you going?"
We're just going down to the cove.
"Cove, huh? And what's your business there?"
A bit of work.
Bit
Gozo
of work.
wasn't giving us all the jobs we could need, so
All right.
Are
Well
you
then,
a stranger?
I've been staying in the area. Just having a look around. Just hanging about. Nothing.
Doesn't really doesn't
I
make
make
you
the
much of a traveler, does it?
I suppose it doesn't.
You guys want to
And,
roll sense motive on this guy? Because I'd like to roll sense motive on this guy.
Yeah.
So would I, please. Yeah.
he kind of seems like he's stalling for time.
I just can't talk right now because I'm still eating.
Fair enough.
May I also roll? I mean, that's a good one, but I was gonna anyway.
This is the case if it's like this dude is either suspect, crazy, or trying to kill us. Maybe all three.
I think he's just stalling for time, so his
Let's
buddies can
ignore
probably
him
loop
and
around
keep
us.
walking. No sense causing
No.
more violence.
What, do you want to get
Yes.
onto the path?
Something about him doesn't
So-
seem right.
Definitely something about him doesn't seem right.
Based on some idea, does he seem very much like a distraction?
Perhaps, but he seems like very weary, and as Rakat comes forward, he kind of reaches for an arrow in his quiver. And he's like, "Hold on now, not a step
Right.
closer."
Very jumpy there, lad. Just move off to the side and we'll be on our way.
I don't think I can let you do that.
How come? You're supposedly just a traveler. What's to stop us?
Well, I'd need to know what your business is in these lands before I can let you go.
I've just told you we're coming down to the cove for work.
And what kind of work is that? Not much work in these parts.
Well, we've been told of monsters in the area, and we're going there to get more information.
This seems like
Hmm.
stalling. Can I make a perception while they're talking?
Yeah. I just realized
Yeah, sure.
something. So, would anybody here have knowledge on like what is required to cash in some kind of bounty? Is it just your word? Do you need physical evidence? Is there some kind of spell or?
Oh yeah,
Um,
well, typically bringing in the creature's head
Yeah.
would be.
So
I think you guys talked about doing that last time.
okay, because I wanted to be like, hey, could we take one of the creatures like heads or something identifying about it so we could bring that in?
Yeah. Well, since you guys were talking about that last time, I think
Okay.
we can just
So
assume that
who-
you did that.
So who currently has like a somewhat dried out giant insect head?
Yeah.
Well,
Who
who has
wants
the
it?
highest strength?
Take it.
Okay, so Oliver currently has a sort of a Witcher style, like bound in rope tied at his waist kind of thing.
Got it turned it outside down, kind of hollowed out the neck a little bit to keep a flask in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it still probably has just like dried gel. I imagine it's like it's like a insect head filled with resin.
hey, look, I was right. He was stalling so people could get around us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're talking, more and more of these people are kind of coming out of the bushes. All of them armed.
Friends of yours?
Hey, I'll state your real business, or things are going to get a little ugly.
What makes you not believe us? Would
Why is this man
simple-
threatening us?
What kind of work?
We're hunting
Excuse me,
monsters.
gentlemen.
Mm,
Our good friend here has well, evidence of our activities recently. We've been hired to hunt down this creature and any others like it. They have been ambushing people on the road, although I'm sure you know nothing about the sort. Oliver, do you mind providing them a view of the trophy?
Oliver just kind of like does a little Shakira move
Yeah.
and kind of like flaunts it at him.
like,
How big
hey
is this
then,
head?
why don't you go back from where you came and turn in the bounty then?
Because one head is currently not enough.
Well,
You
I
have a
guarantee
problem
you
with us,
there.
sir? What is your
I got a
issue?
problem. I got a problem with people coming into our lands with flimsy excuses.
Would you
And what are
prefer
you
we
going to
left?
do? Shoot us?
If I have to.
You would shoot an unarmed traveler simply for walking down a road.
You lot don't look unarmed to me.
You would
Well,
shoot an innocent person for walking down the road.
Our roads, maybe.
Then you're insane.
That's up to you.
Would you have preferred we left this monster on the loose, killing any and all travelers to your town?
If this man
Well,
wants to attack us, he's welcome to attack us.
Did you just tell him to attack us?
I said he is welcome to attack us. Though I don't think he wants to. Because that would be a bad idea.
look, I'm sorry. I don't know what exactly your problem is with people going your direction. We are merely searching for creatures of this like. If you have evidence there are none such farther down the road, wonderful. We may turn back. But as of right now, we have a job to do. I would like to get paid, and I would very much prefer you and your men to let us pass. Yes?
all right. Make you a deal then. You hand over your weapons and talk to my boss, and we can work something out maybe.
Now, why would you do something stupid like that?
No, it's up to you. Either you turn back, or that's the deal.
You're going to shoot us if we walk down this road. By what authority
Might
do you have
have
that
to.
authority?
I kind of like make a signal, try and like discreetly make a signal to the other guys to just get ready to go, because I doubt this is gonna end peacefully with how obstinate this dude is.
Well, we could turn around. That is technically an option.
This
Yeah,
is a
but-
free road. I do not see any laws stopping us from being here.
Hey, Hallam's Law.
Who the hell is
And
Callum?
you would be Hallam.
All right, so anyone with somebody's got local knowledge, right?
I do.
Okay, try rolling that.
Oh, it's actually good.
All right. So you know Hallam is one of the most infamous southern rebels who has been fighting against Rabine's rule for many years. He's an elf and is known for some pretty vicious and effective tactics.
So you are followers or enthusiasts or merely invoking his name?
We work with him.
I will not
He's
be.
our commander, if you want to put it that way.
Fair enough. Well, we have no quarrel with him. There are few that enjoy seeing that individual on a throne. But still, a job is a job.
Hey, and your job's in his lands.
And he doesn't want monster hunters in his land.
Not necessarily, but I'm sure he'd want to talk to them first. Make sure that monster hunting is all that they're about.
Surely
Fair
nothing can come of us talking to someone simply.
Yes.
I have nothing against this, but I do like my weapon.
I
Hmm.
don't appreciate getting taken prisoner either.
Would
It's-
you perhaps make a deal for perhaps a peace bonded weapon to be permitted?
Peace bonded, eh? I'll roll the diplomacy for that.
Peace bond.
That sucks. I almost put a rank in this and that level up.
Fool.
No, it's still a decent roll.
That's not
That's not too
terrible.
bad. And it makes sense as an offer, too. All right. Can you make all your weapons peace bonded?
Hmm.
Within reason, I believe.
Yeah.
Not much
kinda-
I can do with a wood chop and axe.
I'll kind of like
Mhm.
show him my weapon, and I'll pop the bullets into my hand. And stow
Emily
them
holds
away.
up her quill. Closest thing she has to a weapon.
I will stab you with my quill.
I'm pretty sure her
Doesn't it have a
crossbow is the
crossbow?
closest thing to a weapon.
Yeah, you do in fact have a
What, this
crossbow.
thing
Yeah,
that I can't hit with?
Yes.
it can sometimes be lethal damage. You know.
I could break this crossbow in half and it'd be more lethal.
You haven't hit with it doesn't mean you never will. Anyway, so he seems to consider the deal. He's like, all right, fair enough. Well, you're going to come with us first. Or anything else.
Never mind. I was gonna say, would it be a sleight of hand or stealth check to have generally keep a dagger or two hidden on your person?
Sleight
Like
of
no-
hand.
Shit. Well, I can't do that because I don't have any skill ranks, and that is a
Trained.
you can't. Yeah, it's trained.
Okay,
Kneel
come on
down,
now.
get out some stuff from his
Let's
backpack,
go.
wrap it all up.
Mhm. Peacebound is just you put essentially like a
Like a
a
wrapping
rope or a string around your weapons.
Yeah, it's usually entirely bound in like some sort of cloth or something like that, and then wrapped in a way that it would be difficult to sort of unsheath it quickly. I think you can. There's rules in some setting for this, which is like you can do a sleight of hand to make it look like it's actually peace bound, but really you can draw it one action, and then normally it would take like a full round action to unwrap it before you can start using it.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, he's gonna. God. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I assume everybody's gonna peace bind.
Peace
Like-
bind.
Peace bind.
I assume just
Tuesday.
taking the bullets out is enough for him to consider it peace bound. Which
I don't think he knows what the weapon is, though.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't know, but
Probably don't even need to show it. Just give him like a dagger and be like, "This is my only weapon."
Yeah.
Like
Like
it's
it's
kinda
a fire
hard
starting
to
tool.
my holy symbol.
No, it's a
Yeah.
It's a fire
It's my-
starting tool.
it is technically my magic focus. So
There
So,
you go. Okay.
Yeah, I'll hand him my dagger though, because I don't feel like wrapping that.
if these guys are rebels against Agosa, would it not like if we just showed that we have magic, would they not believe we're on their side?
I don't know if that is gonna provide the results that we want. We might. It
Well,
actually,
it looks like there's two mages right here.
There's definitely magic looking folk among them.
okay. Fair enough. So,
I-
based on the knowledge local check, would I know whether or not they're like, okay, your magic checks out?
I don't want to show them that we have magic just because, like, that's another offensive thing we could use that we can't
Let's
exactly.
not show
Yeah.
all our cards unless we have to.
Yeah. Well,
Mm,
onwards and upwards, I guess. To this. What is his name?
the name of what, Hallam?
Yeah, Hallam.
Halem.
Hallam.
Hmm.
So you follow them, or they bring you eventually to this through some hidden thickets and side passages up to an enormous mountainside or cliff face, I should say. And they lead you through the cliff face, which turns out to be an illusory wall,
Mhm.
into this enormous cave where there's a bunch of people camped out, and everyone armed to the teeth. And there's just supplies everywhere, and people working on things and tinkering. And eventually, they take you towards this elf with jet black hair, really tall, and covered in scars. Obviously, seen a lot of battle. And the archer who stopped you in the first place says, Commander Hallam, we found these folks wandering around on the northern road. And Hallam turns and regards you all. Says, oh, hey, how's it going? These guys didn't rough you up too much, did they?
Bar
too much,
just
no?
yelling words at us.
I'm surprised you are more amicable than I have heard the rumors about, but
Rumors. Everybody was blowing things out of proportion. Anyway, what can I help you with? What are you doing around here?
We're just monster hunters.
Hey, monster hunters. Good work. Tough hunt?
not a
It is a
huge
close
fan of
shave.
the current targets, but Oliver, you wouldn't happen to
Kind of
show
like
him the creature.
brings the head forward. Yeah,
Hmm.
this guy, this little scamp, wasn't exactly the easiest one we've dealt with.
Hey, yeah, one of those, funny story. They've started popping up all over the place, those things.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, a bit of trouble.
That's
You know,
what they pay extra
breed
for
quickly.
additional heads.
funny thing, those things usually never found above ground. Isn't that interesting?
Huh.
Well,
What
that doesn't
caused
make
them
our
to
lives any
escape?
easier.
Anywho, so, hang on. You guys, so somebody roll me a bluff check since you do have other business here than monster hunting.
Well, who-
Mechanically speaking, who, again, actually, metagame speaking, who has the best bluff?
16 bluff.
Could I have assisted that?
If you want to.
Are you proficient in it? Oh,
I
there you
am
go.
proficient. I have a decent enough.
Ooh, all right. You go, and that's all your business then.
Um,
Yeah.
anything
Stop
that
at
is
the
of
Freywater
thought.
Cove for a bit.
We might go a little sightseeing or whatever. We have been on the road for a number of weeks at this point, but yes. Why, is there anything that you would like us to do?
Well, first off, I don't believe you. I think you're
Oof.
here on other business. And furthermore, I know you're dragging around magic with you. It's not just anybody from Agosa who might be doing a thing like that.
Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, not a problem. No problems. We're all friends here. But I do have a problem with you being in my lands. I do have a problem with strangers in my territory, and now I definitely have a problem with you being in my hideout.
Oh,
Now, I know we brought you here. That might seem very unfair to you. But, well, as things stand, I'm not sure I could just allow you to leave.
So what? You're going to kill us for having to wander into your border?
Oh,
Which
no.
your friend led us to your base.
Oh, kill
Weakest
you.
one.
Kill you. No, we're not barbarians down here. Yeah, leave that shite to Robian. Oh, we're not gonna kill you, but you're gonna have to tell me the truth.
We can do that. That's easy.
Would you like the short or the long story?
I'm not in any rush.
Okay. There is a gentleman who recently lost contact with a friend of his who was of the less mundane nature and has heard rumors of mage hunters in the area. We are here to, yes, kill monsters, but also to ensure that his friend is either retrieved alive or dead, worst case, and that the people chasing him are either left in the forest permanently or simply lose the trail.
All right, see, now that wasn't so hard, was it?
I
Yeah.
Hmm.
Friend.
Stored information out of people when you have them at sword point.
You've seen through my whole strategy.
Hmm.
Anyway, so this friend, would you say, bit of a metallic-looking fella?
That's
Something like
what we
that.
were told, yes.
Yeah, coming up to Agosa with a shipment of some sort, eh?
Something like that.
No, I may have seen maybe a carriage going around with one of those gear-headed fellows carrying a bunch of very interesting magical supplies. Might have a bunch of those laying around here, in fact. Anyway, I'll cut to the chase. We found your friend in his carriage. Oh, and I mean, you can have the carriage back. That's not really a problem. Could send you on your way with that. I'm an amenable fellow.
But the gentleman himself?
Well, that's a little more complicated. You see, he's got information I need to know, and he's not telling me.
What
Can you
exactly
imagine?
do you need to
Puts me in
know?
an awkward scenario.
What
Uh,
exact-
you know about Warforged, don't you?
Mhm.
Some
Uh,
knowledge.
Understand.
You know they basically live forever.
With enough maintenance, yes.
Hey, well, this fellow's part of a little cult they've got going on. He's been around since before the war. The big one.
Mhm.
The the quiet one.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh,
That means
I
something.
can't imagine what kind of information's locked in that little tin can head of his, but if it can help me, I've got to know it.
Well,
That does work against us a little bit, I will admit, but it does sound like you have your reasons.
Do you mind if we talk with him, see if we can convince him? Maybe if he knows that we're here to take him back, he'll be a bit more agreeable to offering the information.
hmm. Might be that.
Talk to him, eh? All right. Sure. Have a crack at it. But I'm going to have to escort you there.
No worries.
Fair enough.
He's up for a walk.
So it's within the this cave system that he brings you, and he brings you to a certain place where they have a bunch of cages and cells, and with people locked up in there. And in one cage there is the Warforged. It's quietly sitting in a corner.
Quick question, and I'm sorry in advance for asking it. Do any of the other prisoners look like? Do they look like soldiers or other travelers or?
It looks like a ragtag bunch, but they've all kind of been given rags to wear and don't necessarily have identifying clothing.
So they're wearing prison garb.
Yeah.
Medieval prison garb.
You are caught like us trying to cross the border, right?
Not again.
Every time I
What are
hear
you
that, I
in
feel
here
like
for?
starting a new game.
Rebellion. What are you here for? Jaywalking.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Hmm. Fantastic movie.
So we approach the Warforged cage.
Yeah, you're there.
Did we
You're
have
in
his
this
name?
area.
Just need to double-
Tulkas.
Tulkas. I apparently did not write it down. Maybe I did. I'm just blind. No, I just didn't write it down. Okay, so we do know that Tulkas is the Warforged we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, seems you've gotten yourself into a bit of bother here.
Yes, indeed. It does appear that way.
Um, was it the slot who ambushed you on the way, or did you just run into them?
Oh, yes, well, I was on my way north with the carriage, and, well, it turns out the woods was steeped with these fellows.
So there were none of Agosa's goons here.
No Agosans, although I have heard that there are mage hunters on the road.
We did run into a few of them on our way here to get you.
You did?
Really?
Tell
There's a
me.
checkpoint.
And was a negator among them?
Oh shit!
We do not know. We managed to get through without detection, but there were two guards, and they seemed to be talking to someone within a cabin of some sorts.
Well, then you are fortunate indeed.
Probably wouldn't work a second time if we brought you along, but we could figure something out.
In any case, how can I help you? I'm sorry if I cannot offer you my hospitalities at the moment.
It is no problem. We are here to retrieve you and potentially your cargo as well. But your current hosts seem unwilling to let you leave.
Yes, it is inconvenient. Who sent you?
It
Yeah,
was
Ludwig.
yeah.
Yes, my old friend. Still looking out for me.
Mm.
That is well.
It appears that apparently they are keeping you here for information that you are unwilling to offer.
Yes, I am afraid that I would choose to die rather than reveal that information.
That's quite a steep ultimatum.
I'm afraid it is part of the vows we take, or had taken, at the time of unity. But
I recognize that term. Where we heard that?
Yeah, the War of Unity.
War of Unity. Okay, yeah.
That was what it was. I think that's still the common term, right? It's not been like renamed to something else later.
no, well, that's the common term now.
Yeah,
If it's been
so-
renamed to that.
Yeah, we don't remember what the original name was.
World War II.
Well, it doesn't seem like a good friend Hallam wants to let you go without that information.
But it does, well, doesn't make it any easier if you are unwilling to, at all costs, not tell him.
Indeed. However, Hallam is nothing but nothing if not a pragmatist. Perhaps there is some other way that you could get me released. And he turns to Hallam and he's kind of like, "Is that not so?" He's like, "Oh, well, you're really revealing my whole hand here. But aye, maybe there is something you could do for me."
What would you have?
Well, one of my number has recently gone a little rogue.
Yeah, a rogue.
A ghost and rogue, or merely
Free
mutiniciously
agent.
rogue?
Yeah, kind of a bit of a case of mutiny.
Mm.
See, she's convinced that the rules of magic are changing right now, and she's been making a lot of noise reason there's mage hunters on the road, I think it's because of her.
Hmm.
You think she's ratted you out?
No, I think her ceaseless experiments and non-stop use of magic and undead have drawn eyes where they don't belong.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, people tend to.
Ban.
Raise the
Yeah.
dead.
I was gonna
Any
say,
case, she's one of them Krenathi. Can't seem to help herself.
Hmm.
Anyway, I told her cut it out or get the hell out, and she actually
She
did,
does
but
get the
she
hell out.
hasn't cut it out, and now she's bringing attention to us.
would you like to give her a kind message or a more permanent variety?
I'm thinking permanent.
Shame, but not the first time.
Do you know where she's currently shacked up?
We do, actually. I could have someone bring you there. But,
So, she got any other followers besides the living dead?
I took a couple of my best, also Krenathians. I wouldn't
Krenathians?
Krenathi. Wouldn't expect things to be too clean over there too easy, but you could go take a look.
Better us than you waste some of your men.
Hey, indeed, you've got it all figured out.
Well.
Well,
I guess that is the current objective then.
considering he'd rather die than give the information, then this is really our only way, is it not?
Well,
Kind of is.
well, when we are done, I very much hope you keep your word.
Oh, sure. Wouldn't he's a bargaining chip, but I am a man of my honor. Man of my word.
Do I believe him?
I'll roll a sense
I'm not
motive.
gonna roll as high. It's not gonna. Okay, apparently I'm just rolling rocks today.
Yeah, you believe him
Seems like an honorable fellow.
in a way.
Is
You know,
there anything we can bring back to confirm? Anything you want us to bring back?
Yeah, you can bring her back in one way or another.
So, would you prefer a thumb, an ear, or the head?
I'll leave that up to you.
Or up to me, I'd rather bring the thumb. It's rather light. Fits in my pocket.
Yes.
Not
I
very
thought so.
identifying, though, is it?
No, it's not. But he did say it was our choice.
Yeah, probably the thumb is not going to work out.
Yeah. I mean, there are weirdly enough. So in real life, there are actually like instances where, if you bring in the thumb, that is worth something, because often enough they have, if that's a bounty that is offered, they actually have the fingerprints, so you can just put the thumb on, and if the
Yeah,
fingerprint matches,
I don't think this dude has the girl's fingerprints.
yeah, I mean, you might, or there might be magic fingerprints, magic
Yeah,
fingerprinting.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's part of the Magic CSI.
Look,
Are you sure?
if we can cut her face off thin enough, it can fit in between the pages of a book.
Yes.
I'm a bit more uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, no, we'll just take the we'll bring the head, or maybe like an identifying thing.
We could just bring the entire body.
Yeah, then we have to carry an entire body.
Yeah.
Does anybody have like 200 pounds of spare weight they can carry?
Well, actually,
I actually do.
She's definitely going to weigh less than 200 pounds.
I mean, yeah, but like your average
Anyone
human
have
weighs
a
what,
bag of
150?
Yeah, like 150. Yeah. It's your average human.
Yeah, but is she's a what?
Oh, he hasn't said that.
Well,
We don't know what
what did he
race she
say?
is.
He kept mentioning the Kanashi.
Oh, yeah, Kranathi. That
Kanashi.
just means she's from the civilization to the east, which is
Oh.
also at war with Agosa.
she's from the country of Kranath.
She is.
I
It
was
is not
like-
her race.
Yeah, for a moment I was like, wait a second, the Kranath? I don't know what race that
This is some homebrew shit.
is. Oh. Well, any identifying marks to ensure that it's her and not, say, her young apprentice?
Oh, well. Head's good. Body's good.
Yes, but what if she's not there when we get there? We don't know that.
How do we know what she looks like?
I can't miss her. She's about 7 feet tall, green skin. Up
Oh,
and north.
shit.
Hmm. Well,
Hmm.
that does make it easier, huh? Not a lot of the Greenskin tribe around here.
I know, a little unique.
They're just big
Anyway.
goblins.
Hmm. Could just be
Oh.
a really tall goblin.
It's
Hmm.
actually just a really tall goblin. It's three
It-
goblins in a trench coat.
God, that joke is like it's perforated everything. It's everywhere.
Well, it's more the three kobolds in a trench coat.
3 kobolds in a trench coat, 3 goblins in a trench coat, 2 gnomes in a trench coat.
It's everywhere.
Ugh. Goddamn trench coats.
Can't trust them.
Yep. They're wearing a trench coat and it's done up in the front.
Like negative effect. It's either a flasher or 2 kids.
Or like a detective from a noir novel.
Yeah, okay, there's that.
Yeah.
In
Ugh.
2020, you can't see a trench coat without thinking something's up.
Yeah. Yeah. This is true. So we have rough directions of where she is.
We're being taken there.
Oh, we're being taken
Yeah,
there.
One of his scouts can lead you right to it.
Your scout's not going to help us fight, are they?
No.
They're
Rather not
scouts, not
have,
fighters.
Rather not have extra folk with us when we're fighting a Grenathi.
Hmm.
And before you go, and he turns to Rakat and he's like, "That's a nice piece. I've seen one of those before, you know." If Rakat's there.
Is Rakata there?
Oh, is he coming to you? Yeah, I heard half of that sentence.
Oh,
Oh,
he's basically
He
complimenting
noticed
you
your
on
gun.
your gun.
Yes, it's
has
Right.
gun.
unique marksmanship. Not
Hey.
marksmanship, craftsmanship. Ugh, there.
Hey, yeah, I seen one of those before. It's a dangerous thing. There's a woman who passed through here with one of those.
A woman, you say?
Hey, yeah. A bit tall, rough around the edges. A few of my boys tried the old trick on her and didn't turn out so well. We ended up just letting her pass through. Not sure what her business was. Never did find out.
Was she heading towards free water, or was she heading more west?
Couldn't tell you. All I know is she was heading through our territories to the south, but not
Oh.
too much out there.
That's some interesting information. Thanks for that.
If
No.
I were you, and I don't mean to work against us here, fellas, but I would educate your men on what this looks like.
Ah,
Well
yeah.
done.
Well, you know, men fight their entire lives with swords and bows. It could take a while. That kind of lesson is usually learnt the hard way.
Well, if you want, I could start supplying your men with some more primitive versions of these for a bit of a cost.
Oh, aye, you don't say.
They're quite
Really?
attractive. I could make an exact replica of this, not quite up to snuff with that, but more basic version I can certainly scrounge up.
Well, you go ahead and come back alive, and we can talk business.
Guys, we found our captive audience. We're
go.
supplying the rebels with guns. Congratulations, we're America.
I love this shit. No, because we're supplying both sides with guns. That's the differentiator.
We have
No,
to sell guns to Agosa as well now.
No. We're supplying the rebels with guns that we support. We're America. If we're supplying both sides with guns, then we're Russia.
Oh, we support these guys now, do we?
Well, I mean, we actively dislike the other guy.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't we? The enemy of our enemy.
Fair enough.
The enemy of our enemy is a stranger we don't know.
I'd like him.
I
You know, if like if they do end up, turncoding on us, they're not particularly outfitted with great guns. Like they're not advanced firearms; they're just like
Yeah.
muskets, and those things misfire a lot. So
And they're, they still require exotic weapon proficiency.
they do. You do need to be trained in them.
Mm-hmm.
I still think we should make more solid friendships before we start handing out guns.
Yes. Well, that's why I said talk business.
We're
We
not.
can-
We're not here with a crate of guns for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd have to work out the details.
Anyway,
As long as they don't
off
shoot
to
us
the...
with those guns, we're fine.
Yeah. Just imagine instead of all of the dudes having bows, it's just a fucking firing line coming out of the trees.
Yep.
Sure, can I teach them advanced tactics, like line of muskets, shoot,
Let's make
retreat,
sure they're on our side before you do that.
Yeah.
and then you give them another line of muskets, and you do the
Sure.
rotation bit.
Just have a fucking walking gun line, give them a captain and a lieutenant, and then they just re-roll all one. Well, I guess we...
And like muskets are misfires on 1s and 2s, so
Like a blunderbuss.
you can get
Yeah.
a blunderbuss,
That,
but it's
that,
2,000 gold to make them, or
okay.
1,000 gold to make them.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. There's also, again, the double-barrel shotgun, which is the best weapon. I do not care what you say.
I didn't know that was
Yeah,
the thing.
but it's
I would have
also
asked for that.
it's also 7,000 gold.
Let's get you 7,000 gold.
Yeah. What is the weapon that misfires the most? Fire Lance? Misfires on a 4.
Oh, because it's the most basic bitch weapon. Because it only costs 25 gold to make them.
Oh, that's funny. It's just a tube.
Like the.
It is
like
just
the
a
first
tube that
firearm?
shoots a bullet.
Yeah, it's
Essentially,
literally
yeah.
just you take a metal cylinder, you put you weld a thing to the back, you put powder, you put like a bullet in, and then you
Come on.
heat up the back.
Oh,
And then
Yeah.
it just goes pew.
Yeah. No rifling, it's just
It's
Yeah.
all physics.
yep.
Hmm.
And the damage is terrible. So
oh wait, could you use heat metal to?
On a gun?
No, like on a cannon to make it so it like anytime someone tries to reload it, it's just instantly fires off because it passes its ignition point for the black powder.
well, like I assume it would warp the metal. So would
Yeah.
it not misfire? Like
That's,
I would.
that's like a different spell though.
Yeah.
Was warp
Anyway.
metal a spell?
Okay, we've talked a decent bit about guns. Are we gonna follow the scout?
Yeah, only thing
not?
I'm thinking right now is that
Yeah.
there's going to be an encounter,
Yes. Well, likely.
and we're ending in like 25 minutes.
That is true.
Sorry.
So we could.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
fine.
we could spend the 25 minutes, or whatever, like quote unquote casing the joint, like being like, okay, we're looking at, the people are here. She's likely in that building. We can set up, etc., etc.
Yeah,
Something of the sort, at least. Something of the sort.
yeah. If you wanted to know the area, so the scout will bring you to another pretty heavily wooded area, and they are hiding out in a cave currently. The scouts warn you that there will be lookouts, no doubt, and that every time they've gotten even somewhat close, they've met resistance of one form or another, but often undead that they chose just to flee from, and that for now, standing orders from her seem to be attack on sight, but they haven't actually run into any living people either. So,
So
but they know the general area that she's hiding. They know the cave that she must be hiding in.
Actually, before we leave, he said that we were welcome to take the cart and like the supplies the guy was taking. and they're magical things. Could we borrow them for the
Well,
purpose of?
They
My
were
understanding was
crafting
they were
stuff, aren't
crafting materials.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
crafting. Okay.
It's not like they were carrying like a magical grenade. It was like, oh, here's like some, mithril, and here's some enchanted silver, and here's
Adamantium.
some gems or whatever.
It's
Oh,
not like,
the mythril might have
here's a
gone missing.
+1
Oops.
longsword.
Or whatever.
It's
But I
like the
don't
red one.
imagine anything instantly useful.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah. But I could be wrong. It's just that was my understanding.
No, it probably wouldn't be useful to you right now. That's for
You
sure.
wouldn't just find a +1 longsword sitting in the cart, like.
Are you sure?
I mean, if it's being intended to be sold in a place that specializes in selling magic items.
Well, I think he's
Yeah.
more of a crafting magic items kind of guy.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
I
can
only
craft magic
put down-
items.
Really? You have craft magic?
I have
Is
scrap
What
that
are
metal.
the-
Create wondrous item and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
craft wonders item, yeah. But
I
you need to be a
Wondrous
third
item,
level caster
armor.
for it. You need to be a third level caster for it.
Yeah.
And it takes
Well, we're
one
almost
day
there.
for each. Like it takes 1 day for every 1,000 gold in its price.
Yep.
So how much is a bag of holding?
2,500.
For the
So
most
it takes
basic one.
I'm surprised
Two
you
and a
know
half
that
days.
offhand.
Trust me. It is that is almost universally the first item I get after like a +1 weapon.
2,500.
I don't think I've
So in
ever
2.5
gotten a party
days
bag
to
of
craft
holding.
it. They're kind of like, I don't know. They're not. Are they as broken as they are in 5e?
I mean they're useful. It's just the case of you don't have to deal with, hey, nobody in our party has like a particularly good strength score, and this thing is heavy. We can put it in the bag of holding, and it's also relatively inconspicuous if you can hide it.
Wait, if it costs 2,500 gold pieces, the
Uh-huh.
craft wonders item feat lets you reduce that by half. So you could make like a bag of holding for like 1,250 GP.
Yes, 1,200, 1,250. Yeah.
I just said it the right way, 1,250.
Or 1,250.
1,250, yeah.
1250?
EU versus NA right here.
1250.
Yeah, is that what you guys mean? 1250?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
I'm
say every
sorry. Do you
number,
mean
yeah.
1-01-101-00?
You guys are silly.
Wait, are you talking about 625 twice?
I am actually.
Are you guys
Oh,
talking about
No.
100, 200?
Are you talking about 10 times or 100 times 12.5?
You guys
Are you talking about 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1?
Are we talking about 1,562,500, the square root of that? Yeah.
Are we talking about 1/8 of 10,000?
Nerds.
Are you sure about that?
Nerds.
Well, basically, we can make a bag of holding
What are you
deeply
fucking
enough.
nerds doing in my chat game?
Oh yeah, guys. Sorry, man. Hey, bruh. So like, let's kill some dragons and like rescue some princesses and stuff, bro.
Let's
I got
fuck
my
some
+2
kill some
dick of
princesses.
longsword. I mean, what?
Yeah, keep your math out of my game where I'm role playing as a little girl. You're good.
Yeah.
God, at least we're not playing that. What was that stupid TTRPG? The one where it's literally just some weirdo's wet dream.
Fatal.
Yeah, Fatal. That's it. Ugh.
I actually don't know what that is.
Heard
Be
of it.
happy.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Is it really that bad?
It's like, it's just like, do you know how people make fun of D&D as being like 4 fat dudes in a basement playing like a weird game? That's
Yeah.
more Fatal. But like in Fatal, it's more fetishy and like actually sexual.
Hmm.
Like Fatal is just creepy. There's also a lot of
Uh,
Who was asking? It was Mordred asking? Alright, here you go. Roll for anal circumference.
I'm
Oh
good.
God, no.
I
Yeah,
literally
that is-
looked up on TV tropes, and it's like extremely complicated math-intensive mechanics and charts governing stats, in-game actions, gain experience, leveling, and combat lead to results that are anywhere from questionable to outright self-contradictory. Many game mechanics related to body parts and orifices, which are better left unelaborated. Themes of rape, fantasy, racism, misogyny, GLBT hatred, lots of toilet humor, and general perversity. Even the cover of the art for the rulebook is not safe for work. Original name is another blatant hint at its content. Oh, gratuitous spelling and grammar errors. Never mind. I can't play this.
I don't
That's
know what
the-
you're
that's
talking
the-
about.
That's where you draw the line.
Yeah, look, man. I was an editor for like a year and a half. Never again will I be anything less than a grammar Nazi.
Hey man, this is the sort of thing you throw at your players when you just want to scare them.
God.
Like I understand. Like the only thing I've ever seen people in a D&D game jokingly say, "Oh, I want to roll to see how big this is penis size," and like that's kind of just a joke. I've only done it once when the DM asked, which was kind of weird because my character died and got revived by a god, but he was naked, so he was like, "Yep, your wang is on show." It's like,
Over
Oh,
a
jeez.
period of 5 1d100 months, the character experiences recurrent and intense sexual arousing fantasies involving the sexual attraction to urine and acts of urinating. Whenever a
Okay.
urophobic has a full bladder or has the potential to be in a sexual situation, they must pass a will save to control themselves. Otherwise, they do everything in their power to urinate on someone and are extremely satisfied if they can urine in someone's mouth. A urophobic will enjoy using the skill for urinating. See Chapter 18, urinating related skills.
Oh my God.
Why? Why
fucking
does this
hilarious.
exist? I mean, I
Because
know
it's
why
funny.
this exists, but why does this exist?
Because it's funny.
Should we play this one day? As like,
No,
and-
I'm
as
gonna
a
have to hard pass. I am a half internet nerd, half Christian minister, and I will not endure this.
It could be like a study into the psychology of what causes this to exist.
the game
Why?
is
The answer is
16 years old.
heresy.
Like somebody needed this in their life. They put a lot of effort into making this exist.
Heresy.
They published this.
Yes,
Yeah,
Inquisitor, it's that guy.
Yes.
This literally would make Slanesh appear, right?
Probably.
Probably. I think basically what happened is the Eldari discovered Fatal, and they're like, "Yes, this is the shit." And now suddenly you have Slanesh, who's just like, "Oh yes, my favorite game. Oh, I don't care about all of your, torture or whatever. Everybody you capture has to play this game."
Man, imagine if
And
the
that's-
Chaos Gods all had to play Fatal together.
I think they already do.
think-
Oh. Nope.
Yeah,
That's my
See,
new
it
story.
might-
That's the new setting for the next D&D campaign.
it's just Fatal, but without all the Fatal rules.
There's not enough eye bleach in the world for that.
It's a great TTRPG, right? All
I'm never
TTRPGs
gonna-
are created equal.
Something tells me I should probably turn off my stream right about now.
Yeah.
You should have turned it off a long time ago.
I
As
feel
soon
like
as
the
you start
moment in
talking
which
about
you
anals or
brought this
something.
up was the